Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 24th August 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan and I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube. Haribol trsv nectar nectar nectar. In this particular vlog, in my videos, we have been discussing about the knowledge and information that we have gleaned from the study of spiritual books, scriptures, contemplation on the material universe, and meditation on the spiritual universe. In my past few videos, we have been discussing about the four ashramas in the life of a human living entity that have been prescribed by the ancient sages and seers in the Hindu mythology. This particular video is no exception to that rule. Here too we shall discuss about what is called adolescence in the first stage of the human living entity's 25 years. This phase called adolescence comes after childhood and before teenage. Adolescence happens during a very short time between the ages of 11 and 12. That is, adolescence happens during 2 years in the life of a living entity during the Brahmacharya or celibacy period. It is a conduit or a bridge between the past childhood, etc., and the future teenage, adulthood, etc. In these 25 years, it is just like the Vishuddhi chakra in Kundalini, which is a conduit between the body and the brain of a human living entity. That is, the first four chakras of Kundalini and the last two spiritual chakras of Kundalini. Vishuddhi chakra is part spiritual and part material, with the first four having more of material and less of spiritual in them. Similarly, adolescence period has more of childhood in it than the teenage after that in it. However, this very confusing, endearing, and irritating period in the life of every human living entity, whether male or female, is very important for him or her because it overlaps both childhood before and teenage after. In this period of 2 years, the living entity is quite confused as to whether he or she is still a child or is trying to grow up into adulthood. Even physically, there are no signs that show that a person is an adolescent because the puberty is far behind that, or it will come only in the future during the teenage time. People in adolescence behave in such a way that they both endure and amuse the elders and sometimes irritate them because these adolescents neither have the maturity nor the intelligence of the teenagers, nor do they have the total innocence of children, babies, and infants. Adolescence makes a living entity behave funnily and sometimes like a crack or a crank. They usually behave like monkeys. Actually, I should not use this word, but it is a fact. People who have gone through adolescence phase will understand what I am trying to say. Actually, this period of adolescence overlaps both childhood and teenage. In some people, these adolescent periods are like they have continued to be children. Such people are very immature and funny. On the other hand, in some people, it overlaps into teenage where the person looks far more mature than he is. That is, the physical appearance of the person is that of an adolescent or a child, but his or her brain is far more precocious and mature over the years. Many times it happens that people who behave in this fashion are led astray by some very self-serving humans in the society who have already reached adulthood or old age and who want to make the best of the innocence of these human living entities. During the period of 11 and 12, people will appreciate that they laugh or cry or chat incessantly or make fun of everybody or behave like apes, which even irritates themselves sometimes. People who are in this 11 and 12 period, a 12-year period, make a fool of themselves in front of public eye without knowing why they are doing so. The fact is, these people are still quite naive and immature, and they have not yet reached the teen age. Actually, even though adolescence period is only for 11 and 12 years, yet it would not be surprising if it spills over into the teen age. There are people who take their own sweet time to mature and who remain in teen age for a very long time. despite puberty, facial hair, and other symptoms that make a person different from his or her childhood, the fact remains that it takes time for the brain to develop. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular matter. Please give me your expert opinions, ideas, and thoughts so that we may join everything together and come up with something which is beneficial to all. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.